So one of the biggest challenges as a student was learning to get the most out of my viola. Because as a student, we don't have access to a great instrument. I'm very fortunate that I have a really fantastic viola now, but I've had it for 10 years. And so for most of my playing life, I have been playing with an instrument which has helped me to do some things, but which I've had to fight with for other things. I have had to struggle to make the viola sound good in this part, or to make, and this is a challenge that I've had all of my life until recently. And as a student, then you're working and you're practicing hours and you're trying to get absolutely the perfect sound and get exactly the thing. And many times you are struggling with the instrument. I mean, part of it is learning how to make it happen technically. You have to learn how to execute this technique. You have to how to make the détaché the most beautiful sound, how to make the legato the best. But sometimes the viola doesn't respond in a certain register. Sometimes it's not clean. Maybe some violas have more resonance on, anybody that has an instrument that they're looking to upgrade knows that the instrument has strong points and it has weaker points. And so it's a struggle during a musician's life to work with what the instrument can offer. But the strings can do a lot to alleviate that, because if you put really, really good strings on the instrument, it makes the instrument actually better, than if you just buy the cheapest thing that is available and you just put any strings on there, or if you use them for like 2 years until they break. Which I did at one time because I couldn't afford to change them. But when I could change them, I remember at that time, the best strings that were available were dominant, in my opinion, at that time. Those were the best strings that we could get. And so anytime I had the extra money to buy, or if I was noticing that it was time to change, I would start to save and buy a new set of strings, because I knew that this would make the viola sound better and it would make it easier to play for a long time. And I think this is something that happens with strings, is that they're an expensive investment, but they give a wonderful return. Strings are responsible for like 25% of the output of an instrument. You have the bow, you have the instrument, but then you have the strings also. And I don't know about this number, whether this is true or not, but it makes a lot of sense, that the strings are enormous parts of what the instrument is able to do. And now that I have a really good viola, I can say that with all the different products that I've tried, all the different strings that Thomastik makes, I've tried. In the last year, I've tried the Rondo, I've tried the new Dominant Pro, which is coming out soon, and the Peter Infeld, which has been the string that I've been playing since I tried them the first time. And they are all very special in their own way.